Hi everyone, I'm Nyza Faust and I'm back live streaming here, and I would just like to live stream about hair dye tips and tricks. So aside from home-based work content and other things, so I also live stream about, well, now my hair. Okay, so if you saw my previous live streams, hold on. So if you saw my previous live streams, my hair was actually different that time, and well, the color was different back then. So now I'm back and I just changed my color for a bit because when I went to the beach recently, my hair dye really faded, like really faded big time. So yeah, right after that, like a few days after I went to the beach, I actually dyed my hair a different color, right? Isn't that nice? Okay, so once again, I'm Nyza Faust, and my niche right now for this live stream is hair dye tips and tricks. Okay, so a lot of people actually ask me how I'm able to maintain this particular hair color, how I'm able to maintain this texture of my hair despite all the bleaching and other stuff. It's not really that hard to maintain this type of hair color, or well, any other color for that sake, because having dyed hair means that you need to put more care to your hair. I mean, you need to give your hair extra care because it's already chemically treated and such. So that's why you need to take care of your hair very well. Okay, so introduction on hair dye. I usually use vegan hair dye, so I'm gonna give you some examples over here. So this is the hair dye that I use. It's actually Arctic Fox. There, I actually use this brand because first of all, of course, it does not have peroxide, ammonia, ethyl alcohol, or PPD, and those other harmful chemicals that you normally find in hair dye. In addition, it's actually cruelty-free and vegan. Can you see that? Yeah, so yeah, I actually like this because they said it's not really tested on animals, and this one is actually semi-permanent hair dye. So, okay, so these are the colors that I use. I actually prefer Arctic Fox when I'm using like these multicolored hair dye because Arctic Fox does not really bleed so much compared to for example, Sparks or Adore. Oh, hello Daisy. Yeah, I saw your comment there. So I use Sparks and Adore, and well, Manic Panic, I'm not really a fan of it, but Sparks and Adore are really nice. They give you really nice vibrant colors, but they're not really good for like combinations. So for example, this one is actually a purple hair, and then this one is orange. So I dye them differently. So that's why I actually prefer Arctic Fox, because otherwise the color will bleed into each other and they're not going to be very nice. Well, I mean, eventually they're not really going to be very nice, or it's like not the outcome that you actually expect from what you've done to your hair. So also another thing, I do this to my hair during my free time. So yeah, I pretty much do everything here. So I bleach my hair, I color my hair, because I'm not really a fan of like going to the parlor and then just gonna like ask them to color my hair, because when the outcome is not really favorable for me, then I'm not really gonna be happy with it. Well, at least when I do it myself, whatever outcome happens or whatever happens to my hair, I did it to myself, and that's something that I can be proud of. So yeah, and I can always repeat it anytime. That is why I really like to color my own hair. Okay, so now another question that I normally encounter. Okay, hello Jerome. Mom's so pretty. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so for the next one, so to bleach or not to bleach, this is one of the common questions I encounter when people see my hair like this. They would ask me how many times I bleach it and such. Okay, so for starters, this is the natural color of my hair. You see, it's really dark. So this is the natural color of my hair, and I only dye and bleach one side because I want to leave a natural part of me, That's why. So this is the natural color of my hair. It's really dark, like dark brown, which is almost black. And then this is the bleached version and dyed version. Okay? So, Jerome, gusto ko kasi gray. Yeah, actually, gray is a nice color. The reason why I don't like gray for my hair, because gray is actually hard to combine with other colors and other brighter colors. They're gonna look very different. Well, for me, I prefer like different bright combinations. That's why I've not tried gray on my hair. But gray is actually nice if you're actually able to style them well. But for me, I just want to like take a bath and just blow dry and then just be ready to go. And well, gray actually for me, gray personally looks nice on curly hair or wavy hair, but since my hair is like really straight, and this is not rebonded, this is the natural way that my hair is. So that's why I don't really like gray on my hair, but I really appreciate the gray color, especially on people with curly or wavy hair. It's really nice. Okay, so yeah, well, let's get back in topic. So yeah, so to bleach or not to bleach, my answer is if you want candy colors, grays, or pastel colors, light colors, then you will need to bleach if your hair color is naturally dark. Okay, so for example, for me, this is my natural hair color, it's really dark. I bleach my hair 2 or 3 times before this colors actually show up. Otherwise, they're not going to show up the way you want them to. So that's why you really need to color your hair. You really need to bleach your hair if you want colors like, for example, orange. Well, for the purple, you can bleach for like once. Okay, wait, let me show you the purple. So there. Hold on. This is the purple. Okay, so for the purple, you can bleach your hair at least once because it's a dark color. But for the orange, you need to bleach at least around 2 or 3 times. Yeah, before the colors actually show up. And for some colors like the pastel colors, the grays, you really need to tone them well. So you can also use a toner, platinum toner, that's what they usually call it. So for that, that's when you actually need to do that. So yeah, you can use the toner. And so my answer is it depends on your natural hair color. You will need to bleach if your natural hair color is like dark. But then if your natural hair color is light, then you don't need to bleach. You could just apply them directly. Okay, you know what? Another thing about this hair is that this really nice thing to do to it there. Okay, so you can actually part them differently, and then you're gonna see other colors here. Okay, so I'm doing this live just so you can see how the effect happens. So there. This one is purple, and then this is orange. Nice, right? Okay, so for candy colored hair, yeah, you need to bleach, especially if you're Filipino. If you're from the Philippines, you need to bleach your hair because our natural hair color is dark. But don't worry, you could always protect your hair, so you don't really need to ruin it that much. That you just have to care for it properly, as you can see here. See, my hair is actually really healthy, and people actually sometimes touch my hair without consent, but well, they just can't help it. So yeah, okay, another tip for multicolored hair. If you want to have multicolored hair, so like this one, I would recommend Arctic Fox. The reason why I would recommend this brand, because it's not gonna bleed too much. It's semi-permanent. You can always change it anytime. It says this is a vegan product, which is not tested on animals. That's really something that I really appreciate from this brand. And well, it doesn't have peroxide, ammonia, ethyl alcohol, PPD, and other harmful chemicals. That's why I really like Arctic Fox. So that's why you should also try this, just in case that you want to color your hair different colors. And well, of course, it's always a temporary decision. You can change it anytime, well, just like I do. So yeah, okay, so that's my tip for the brand. But then if you would like single colors, you could also try Adore or Sparks. I don't have the container because I threw it away, but yeah, I also use those brands. So yeah, okay, so for candy colored hair. And then next, so vegan dye versus synthetic dye. So this is the vegan dye, but then the synthetic dye is like the ones they call the permanent dye, but they're not really that permanent. They also fade. So this is an example of a vegan dye, and like together with Sparks, Manic Panic, and what else? The brand Spark, Adore, and those things. Okay, so those are examples of the vegan dye. They said that it's derived from, well, plant-based sources or natural sources. That's why they're called a vegan dye. So those are the vegan dye. But then the other things, like for example the ones with peroxide and then alcohol and such, so those kind of synthetic dyes are really harsh on your hair. So in case you would like to use them, you have to really care for your hair very well, because the synthetic dyes could really damage your hair big time. So that's why you could also invest in good dye to maintain the quality of your hair and your hair's health. So yeah, so I would really opt for a vegan dye, especially if you want to change your hair color frequently. So yes, go for vegan dye. Okay, so hair care tips. Okay, so here are some tips that a lot of people ask me about it. Especially, I really ask me like personally, especially when they just see my hair randomly. Well, it's not every day that you see a person with this kind of hair. So yeah, and well, I really like this effect like that. Nice, right? Okay, so I'm gonna show you. So this is okay. So for hair care tips, I use this shampoo. Okay, I'm not really endorsing these brands, but then these are the things that I personally use. So I use the organic shampoo. This is sulfate free. Take note, you really need sulfate free if you want candy colored hair or lighter colors. It's not gonna damage your hair, and it's good for your hair color. It helps them last longer. So these are the things that I use. See there. Okay, so this is from Be Organic. It's from Shopee, so you could buy from them. Not really endorsing them, but it's really nice product. Well, I really appreciate the quality, especially this summer, because your hair could easily dry out this summer, especially if you go to the beach. So I use these shampoo. Okay, I also use the Verdon for the treatment. So you will also need a conditioner. You could use like Pantene, Verdon, Cream Silk, or whatever brand you're gonna use. And for me, I personally use Verdon. I use Verdon for like every day. So I really stock up when I actually buy them. It's a really nice, well, for me it's really nice, and it keeps my hair really soft, shiny, smooth, and such. So yeah, see, it's just there. I mean, it's not really, the quality of my hair is not that far from the natural one, especially the chemically treated one, so you could actually compare it this way. See, so yeah, it's not really that different, because I care for my hair very well. So yeah, so you'll also need keratin or hot oil treatment. So in case that you would like to have this kind of colored hair, then you would also have to prepare for keratin or hot oil. You could do it at home just like I do, or you could actually ask the parlor to actually do it to you, but well, you can do it yourself. So yeah, okay. And then, okay, so for the final words before we proceed to the question and answer, if you have any questions for me. So bleaching depends on your natural hair color. So in my case, I needed to bleach my hair about 3 times. But then to prevent damage, I would really use the hair care tips. That's what I actually do to my hair. So that's what I actually do. And the products that I showed you are actually the ones that I really use. So yeah, so bleaching depends on your natural hair color. And then, so light colored dyes works best on lighter hair, especially for the pastel colors. You could also use platinum toners, so, or like other things. So yeah, so it's gonna be nice if you're gonna be able to use conditioner or keratin or hot oil treatment. It's gonna be really, really great, and your hair will thank you for it. So okay, so next is take care of your hair and opt for vegan dyes whenever possible. Okay, so vegan dyes in the Philippines can be really expensive sometimes, but then, it's really better than the synthetic dyes, because, synthetic dyes, you could buy them for around like 50 to 100 pesos, but then for the vegan dye, they usually range from around like 600 and up for one bottle. So yeah, but then, it's like an investment on your beauty, on your hair, and your hair's health. So vegan dyes really won't damage your hair, even if you keep on changing your color even like every week or so. So yeah, so that's why you really need to opt for vegan dyes. Okay, so in case you have any questions, well, I'm ready to answer your question. You can send me a message, or you can post them in the comments even after this live video. So thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much for being here. Well, yeah, I hope you learned something from my hair dye tips and tricks live stream. So see you again next time. Well, next time maybe I'm gonna post a video or like a live stream for more home-based work tips. Would you like that? Well, I hope you like my page, and I also have other social media networks, so in case you would like to see me live stream in other platforms just like Kumu, or you could watch my videos in YouTube. So yeah, I hope you follow me and you like my page here in Facebook, and I'm gonna post my other social media channels there. So I hope we can be together in my other accounts. So see you again next time. Bye.